You know, throughout my time on YouTube, you have seen me say that someone is the worst YouTuber ever, and usually that is just kind of me over-exaggerating, but when I say it this time, it could quite possibly be true. Onision! Eh? Need I say any more? But yeah, throughout the past couple of years, I completely forgot Nissian was a person, and it was a very peaceful time in my life. But unfortunately, I was reminded about his existence when I saw this video by Jacqueline Glenn called Nissian Lawsuit Finally, which is my exact same reaction. And then I started looking through articles, and it turns out, yeah, Nissian is getting sued. Finally! Controversial former YouTube star Onision sued for alleged grooming. Onision has been accused of using his popular YouTube channel to recruit, solicit and groom underage children into having sex with him, according to a civil lawsuit filed in federal court Wednesday. It then goes on to say that the lawsuit alleges that Onision and his partner were sending explicit messages to someone when they were 14 up until they were 17. And even though this lawsuit is fairly recent, the actual allegations against Onision have been going on for years now. In fact, there are videos on this channel from like 2018 and 2019 talking about these allegations against Nissian and talking about why I don't like him, and by the way, don't think he likes me either.
How did Sniper upset so many pasty-looking British people?
Yep, that is Nissian calling me a pasty British person. Cheers for that. But yeah, getting back to the lawsuit, this isn't actually the first time that Nissian has found himself in legal troubles. In fact, one time, he sued somebody, and that person was Chris Hansen. You know the guy from To Catch a Predator, right? And Nissian actually tried suing him for like defamation or something, and Nissian is so stupid that he ended up trying to sue the wrong person. One of YouTube's most controversial personalities dropped his lawsuit against To Catch a Predator host after the wrong person was served papers. So he's a despicable human being, and he's a moron. Do you have any more words to describe you, Nissian? I'm a banana! And I have actually seen parts of the lawsuit thanks to Jacqueline Glenn's video, and some of the parts are just disgusting to read. Defendant Lucas Jackson, aka Laney-Bot, Laney or Kai, is married to James Jackson, aka Nissian, and used new fame as Nissian's spouse to lure and entice underage children to engage in sexual acts and exchange child sexual abuse material. So yeah, it wasn't just Nissian, it was him and his partner working together to try and talk to underage people to get them involved in the relationship, which is obviously fucking disgusting. Nissian and Laney began publicly talking on YouTube about having a polyamorous relationship with other girls. Although it was presented to the world as an opportunity for Laney to be with a woman, in reality this was done so that Nissian could engage in threesome sex acts with other girls and used Laney as the bait to lure them in. Nissian demanded a threesome and stated that he will not allow Laney to have sex with a girl unless he participates. Despite being married and an adult, Laney began dating underage Regina. Regina had just turned 17 years old only 8 days before the dating. And the lawsuit goes on to show a bunch of tweets from Laney, who's Nissian's partner, talking about Regina, the underage person, and how they're in a relationship now. Now, hopefully Nissian will face some repercussions. I'm not going to hold my breath on it just because we have heard about these allegations for God knows how long now, and it seems like nothing has really happened other than Nissian just kind of ruining his life with his career, YouTube going in the bin, says that he doesn't have any money anymore. But when we've heard about any legal ramifications in the past, it seems to just kind of like disappear and nothing really happens. But it seems like we have somewhat good news from this situation because it seems like Nissian has now quit social media.
So I'm leaving social media, is what I'm saying. And I've said it before, but my reason has never been this good.
And I would love to think that is the truth because quite frankly, Nissian shouldn't really be on social media anyways, but I don't believe him. I think he'll be back in a few months when he's craving attention again because he said he's leaving so many times in the past, but I guess time will tell. But after I watched Jacqueline Glenn's video on this, I did go through a bit of a rabbit hole trying to look back at old Nissian content to see what he used to do, because when I was growing up on YouTube, I didn't really know who he was. I only ever really found out who Nissian was when these allegations started coming out. So out of curiosity, I wanted to go back and look at some of his old videos to see what he used to post, and fucking hell, it's a bit small. Here's some of his videos here, like fat people, how fat is too fat to date. We've also got this one here called Puberty Fix These Kids Before and After Pictures, where he's wrote things like ooh and gross on the pictures of children, which is a very strange thumbnail to say the least. And then we also have a bit of a series that Nissian used to do called Girls I Would Date, and Nissian Rates People, where he had his own website and his fans would post pictures of themselves so Nissian could make a video saying if he thought they were hot or not.
Here we have the first entry. She says, BTW, I'm 13. Yeah, if I know you're 13, I'm probably not going to say I'm going to date you.
Yeah, you shouldn't have really used the word probably in that sentence, Nissian. It's kind of like a definite answer that you definitely shouldn't be dating a 13-year-old. And I get that he's trying to be funny here, but it's not funny because he did allegedly go on to try and date children. So, not really seeing the comedy.
This person's kind of frustrating. They say they're under the age of 18, even under 13. Don't do anything, it may get you arrested. And this is the picture they posted. Don't you think you're being a little cocky? Like, I'm just gonna see a picture and go, oh man, I want to do something illegal now.
Why are you even including the kids in this? Like, yeah, it's already very weird that you've made a forum that your fans can post pictures in so you can rate them. But when you see pictures of people who quite literally say they're underage, maybe just go past it and don't include them in a video of you talking about if you would date them or not.
And she's right, she is nice to look at. Would definitely, hypothetically, if I were single and we had a reasonable age gap, date that person.
Yeah, probably should took your own advice there, Onision. Hey, it's not like you to talk about a reasonable age gap, is it? We also have another episode of Onision's series of rating people called Mixed Race Girls. Do they look hot or not? Which is already a mental fucking title, but are we even surprised?
I'm gonna say not. I mean, it just looks like you're fucking high, and that's not very attractive. I'm gonna say yeah. What's not to like about that face? Shit. I'm gonna say yeah. So. Kind of feel like you're a guy. No offense. Not that it's possible you couldn't be offended by that. You just look like a guy to me.
Can you believe that people actually used to watch this and enjoy it, by the way? Like, this video has 1.6 million views, and people always say that we wish we'd go back in time because YouTube was so much better back in the day. Things like this were getting 1.6 million views. Okay? YouTube is definitely a better place now.
The overkill on the makeup and the fucking pig piercing. Why? Also, wrinkles are cute now, are they? You'll say not. That baby looks like Satan.
He always mentions children in this video, by the way. Like, it's very concerning. Like, why do you keep bringing children into this? I get it, it was like a fake baby doll, but with everything that we know happened after this, like, it's very concerning. And then the last video we're going to take a look at today is this one called Ideal Bodies for Women, Ugly versus Attractive Pictures. Yeah, this guy is a very creepy bloke, isn't he?
On Onision.xyz, someone started a topic asking people to post a picture of their body to get my opinion on it. The topic has 192 posts.
I love how he tries to pretend that this wasn't his idea, as if some random person just thought, oh yeah, as fans of Nissian, why don't we just post pictures of our bodies on his forum so you can make a video saying if we're hot or not? Like, mate, this is your dream situation, clearly.
This person's body looks legitimately perfect. I want to change a thing about you. Another insanely perfect body. And you got curves. Good for you.
Just saying this about his fans, by the way, like, how fucking weird is that? Can you just imagine any other YouTuber doing this, by the way, being like, oh yeah, for my next piece of content, I need you lot to send me pictures of your body. Yeah? Don't ask questions.
This girl has an incredible body. I especially like that her thighs touch. Kinda shows you she's not actually starving herself. And she's one of those girls who's probably just naturally skinny.
No, he's kind of knocking me sick at this point. Let's just leave it there, I reckon. But yeah, hopefully Onision will face a lot of repercussions for this, because if the allegations are true, and there is a lot of proof to suggest they're true, he should definitely face some of the worst repercussions you could face. That's just a fact. And yeah, if you did enjoy this video, please leave a like down below, subscribe if you are new, and until the next one, I'll see you guys in a bit. Goodbye.